Hi, everyone.
Hey.
Welcome into Primetime TV. It's a great day here. We have a wonderful show. And thanks for joining us because this is your What's Your Story show. And what we're going to be doing is featuring all kinds of wonderful ideas for Mother's Day. And my cohort here, Miss Tinkerbella, also known as Helena Trangata, was kind enough to come in because we decided to do another Shopping with Barbara show. You know, I found the last show that we did a while back, and it was a nice little write-up. I don't even remember writing it, but it was how we get together and do what we do best with our besties. We shop, we chit-chat, we share love, life, and laughter. And so that's what we're doing today. But I just want to introduce Helena because she's such a great friend, but she's also a pillar in the community and giving back. And one of the things that we've done in the past is you've given back, I've given back when we did the Dancing with the Local Stars and we did the wonderful Lockets and all. And one of the reasons why I said, let's do another show on Origami Owl, because I have been getting so many compliments on my locket where I house the little lockets of hair from both of my little Yorkies. And I love this because it just makes me feel like they're always with me. We lost them a few years back, and thanks to Helena, she was able to get me one of these. It's one of the newest ones, and it has all of these amazing, amazing Swarovski crystals, and I can't thank you enough for that. So I'm hoping that you will take heed and listen to what we have to say about the jewelry, but also we have a special surprise. Now, if you've watched our shows, Women Unscripted, oh, do we have a Women Unscripted moment. Cher and Maura, Priscilla, if you girls are out there, well, we may have to do this again next week. This all happened on the way into the studio today, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
Exactly. So we'll throw you hints through the show, but you have to stay with us. We're going to talk about the origami owl that I just love and some other things. But because it's called What's Your Story, there's a story behind the origami owl, right?
Absolutely.
And I'm going to let you share that because as you became not only a life coach, but a coach for authors as well. I am one of her clients, and I will get that done at some point. I promise you that. But you found a way to tie the lockets because they do tell a wonderful story, as I just mentioned, to tie in with your author. So let's go back and just revisit what happened with you.
Well, I actually, as you know, have been publishing books for probably 5 or 6 years now. Must be a little bit over that because I've been with Origami Owl 6 years. And I wasn't looking for Origami Owl. I was looking for a jewelry company, though, because a lot of my authors are female, and they wanted something to kind of promo their book. So what they're talk about their story, which, of course, their book tells about their story, but then you want promo things when you're speaking to a large audience. Right. Or when you're just you might want to gift something that's going to, you know, like I am into butterflies, and you're into
dogs. Yorkies.
Of course you're into love, but she's also into gold, as you might have noticed once in a while. She wears a little gold. So she used to use the term, she had golden nuggets, which I thought was so appropriate. Oh, yes, I did. For Barb to use that. So someone called me and they said, oh, I found this company and they have these lockets and you put the little charms in it about what you're passionate about, and they tell a story, and I was like, light bulb went off. I was like, oh, I forgot to say. So I looked for it. I looked to see what I could find to start my own line. Very pricey, very complicated, very cost intensive, and obviously work intensive. So I kind of put that on the back burner, and then I got the call from my friend Lois, and she said, oh, they've got these little lockets. You put the little charms in it. It tells your story. It tells what you're passionate about. And I was like, I'm in. Never saw it, never saw a charm, never saw a locket. I said, I'm in. And that was over 6 years ago. And the company is pretty awesome because it was started by a 14-year-old girl named Bella. And she wanted a car for her 16th birthday. So she was kind of dreaming ahead, told her mom and dad, I want this white Jeep for my birthday when I'm 16. And they were like, huh, get a job.
The classic statement, get a job, right?
So she started putting lockets together with little pieces of charms in there, little charms. She started selling them to her friends at school. Before you know it, they had a kiosk in the mall. Then they had the line out the door at the mall. So many people wanted them, and they said, we're going to go direct sales. So that was where it started. And now her whole entire family is in the business. They live in Phoenix, in the Phoenix area. And that's where our company is. And so the whole family's in the business. She has gone to college, got married, still a big part of this company. We see her all the time. She's got a huge amount of energy, and she's very gifted as far as she's a musician. And her mother is the CEO of the company. And it's come a long way, baby.
I remember when you first were stepping into this venture, and you were on a waiting list.
I was.
You were on a waiting list.
So many people excited about this that they would not, and smart on their part. They knew that they didn't have enough inventory to meet all the demands, so they just made us wait for months. For months. I was on a waiting list for months.
I remember that.
I was impatient. Are any of you ever impatient? I don't know.
You know, I was too. I was really, I was just so excited to hear about that. You know, many of you who have tuned into our shows, you know that I'm retired from the Home Shopping Network, right? But I can't seem to chase away from the camera, so I'm making this work. But do you know, in the 15 years that I was with Home Shopping Network, we never had anything like this locket. And the thing is that these lockets do tell that story, and they mean so much. Every day, I wear this locket every day, as you know, and I wear this because I feel like my 2 Yorkies are still with me. They're at Rainbow's Bridge. I still have 2 Yorkies that are living in the house with me, but the thing is that it's not just for a memory for a lost pet. This is something that you can put memories that will remind you of special times in your life. Every person has a story. And if you're thinking about giving a gift that keeps on giving, the quality in this is everlasting. I've had this for quite a number of years.
And look at it, looks brand new.
It does.
Because we use Swarovski crystals, and that is the top of the line. And anyone that works with crystals knows that. But, you know, if you don't know that, that's why it looks like that. It is brand new looking. I have lockets that I've worn for 6 years, and then I have lockets that are brand new. Sometimes people can't tell the difference.
Well, you know, and something else that you can't tell the difference as well is the fact that the quality in the finish, in the gold tone. I have this on my gold necklace. It's really hard-pressed to be able to take what is considered upscale costume jewelry, more or less, and put it up against solid gold links. It's very difficult, and to have it look this good. But because I do love quality and I love sentiment, it's really a fine match between the two. I have my cross, I have my miraculous medal on with it, and inside here, I think I have a little crystal dog bone and a little crystal heart. What else is in there? Oh, and I also have how many do I have? I have about 3 or 4 maybe of these lockets. I have the heart, excuse me, from Dancing with the Local Stars.
Right.
Helena came on the show, and she was giving away some of the profit, excuse me, for the charities that I was dancing for with the West Pasco Chamber of Commerce. And it felt so good to have that available. I had my dancing shoes in there. I think I had the year. What else? A microphone, because I do this, and whatever it was that I personalized.
I don't really remember, but Barb designed it so that people who bought that wanted to be, you know, reminded of that, wanted to know about that, and wanted to support the charities that she was dancing for. They could buy that because Barb designed it. So it was a marvelous
Locket.
Marvilleous Locket. And, you know, I hear the story so many times. I mean, I love, as you know, I'm a huge supporter of Johns Hopkins All Children's Hospital and the work they do. I rock babies in the NICU. And so when I go down to Johns Hopkins in the gift shop, they allow me to come down there and sell occasionally. And I always have a story. There's always a story of a mom. I mean, there's usually much more than one, whose child is there either in the NICU or just had surgery, and it's a trying time for moms,
of course,
and dads. You know, not discounting dads, but we're talking about moms and mothers day to day. And they're so cute because they usually have like a baby in the stroller. That might be the one who's getting treatment, because they come in and out, and they have to have treatment 2 or 3 times a week possibly, and so they often stay in Ronald McDonald House. And then they'll have siblings. So they remind me of Mama Duck and her babies. So here you see them. I mean, it's really... you don't see that in most hospitals like you do at a children's hospital. And so, they just come along, and they're used to coming to the hospital because they've probably been doing that since the child's been ill for quite some time.
Sure.
And many of them are far away from home because we have kids from all over the world that come to Johns Hopkins All Children's Hospital. But particularly we have people that are here, 3 or 4 counties away, and they can't go back and forth every day. So they may stay down there for 3 or 4 days, get treatment, and then go home, and then come back for the next set of treatments. So it's it touches my heart.
And I know it does, and you get a chance to see and you're a part of that. You're really part of that. And because we are such great friends, and she'll give me a call and tell me, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and I could just tell it warms her heart. And it's just a way to do something to give back in the community. And we're going to talk more about that as you continue to join in and watch Prime Time. We're just going to raise a lot of awareness in the community that just might help you or might help someone or a friend, a family member, because gosh, how many times have we said we both have friends and family or friends that are like family who has faced things out there with this opioid crisis, and you're rocking babies that are addicted, correct?
They're born that way because mama was using.
Exactly. So can you believe this woman is rocking babies that are addicted? I mean, the love, the the patience, because you've told me that sometimes these precious little ones are, screaming at the top of their lungs. Bless their hearts.
Sometimes, it depends on how where they are in the cycle, and how many meds they're on, and because we have to. Not we, that I have anything to do with it, but the doctors and nurses give them meds so that they can withdraw. And hopefully mom is withdrawing at the same time.
Right, absolutely.
And so some of them are, they each just like us. They're all little individuals, and some of them cry more. Some of them have tremors. Some of them have almost always when they're passing the drugs through their system, they get red little behinds because it's like no diaper rash you've ever seen. It's very painful for them. And so, and they often are born a little bit too early because of the fact that their mom was using. So they're not fully developed. Their lungs may not be fully developed, or their kidneys, they have a bilirubin problem. They go under the Billy Light or whatever. They all have their own little circumstances. And so it's the nurses and doctors obviously are the ones diagnosing and treating them, and I'm just the one that's loving on them. But some of them want to be held close. Some of them don't want to be held close. Some of them don't want, you just have to learn the baby, and so I do. You
do, and these are relationships that you're. How long do you rock the babies?
4 hours every week.
It's 4 hours long? Do you have one baby?
It depends. Normally not, because I can't change them or feed them. So I will take them after they're fed, I will burp them, and then I will calm them down and hold them until someone else needs me. Because there's usually only one cuddler in there. So if there's another baby who needs a little bit more, I might put that one down and go get the other one. So, of course, with sanitary conditions in between, I just want to, obviously we're following all of those things. So
that's wonderful. How long have you been doing that?
It's 3 years this month.
Has it been?
3 years, yeah.
I remember when you called me and said, guess what I'm going to be doing? I go, you're what? How? Where? That's so awesome. That's so cool.
So because of that, I give 15% of everything I sell with Origami Owl back to All Children's.
That's wonderful.
So because I also am the president of the the northern branch of the guild, and so I'm very dedicated to this, to the babies, to the hospital, to the stories that I've heard, and so this is what I do. Is we're on retirement income, And so there's not a whole lot of money left over for donations, but this is a way that I can give back to my community by giving back a percentage of what I sell. I give a percentage of everything I sell, but it varies depending on how much I make. So in this, I give 15% back. So whenever you buy from me, you know that 15% is going back to the hospital. Yes. And I mean, with, you know, someone is too tight on their money and they need a little bit of help, then I give the help to them and I don't donate as much, you know, because of the fact that they might want to choose to take the 15% themselves. So, you know, there again, I work with whoever needs to be worked with.
and I'm glad that we shared the story with you guys, because I just think it's a wonderful story, and after all, the whole theme is what's your story, and that's her story, and I love it, and I'm glad that she pulled me in with that story, and I did have the honor to volunteer and was MC at a couple of them locally here, one in Pasco or no, they were both in Pasco.
No, the one was the Safety Harbor Spa.
Yeah, that was the fashion show.
The fashion show.
Yeah,
I did that one.
And you know what? It feels so good to give back. Just a little something. It doesn't, in your time, that's the thing. And if you could see how this gal schleps with bag after bag after bag of jewelry, I'm going, what the heck are you doing? She might as well just pack up a caravan and take it all. She loads it all in, right? Loads it all out. Back, and then she goes again. Now, we're not talking about once a month or once every couple of months. We're talking like sometimes 2-3 times a week, on the weekends as well, schlepping all her jewelry and the lockets. And I give her so much credit for that. That's why I love bringing her on the show, to use our show as a platform. This is worldwide. So if you know anybody that wants to share a story, if you have some memories that you would like to keep close, literally near and dear to your heart, think about these lockets. Think about Mother's Day that's coming up. Maybe your mom's with you, or maybe she's at Rainbow's Bridge like my mom is. I mean, if I was to put a locket together right now, it would have a farm animal, maybe a barn, because I'm a farmer's daughter. and my mom would probably have loved something like that. And she wasn't here when we became friends, but you can see how you can just pull from that memory as a child, and
so
maybe a sunflower.
When people, when they tell their story, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm helping them put it together, and sometimes I'm like, you what? You want what? You know, they'll say, I want a pig. I'm like, you want a pig? You know? And something that I might not want in one of my lockets. That's why we have so many many charms that so that we can, you know, we have everything from ballerinas to I started to say bearded men for John's sake, but I don't think we have bearded men.
Well, they need to get on the stick for something like that. So let's talk about this locket. We still offer this, right? Mm-hmm. Can you give me like a ballpark price, because they have specials, and we want to give you the link to get to Helena's link. What would you say about what's that going for?
We basically have them pick out the locket first, because that's going to determine how many charms they're going to put in it. Okay. Mm-hmm. So that locket is about $36.
That's not bad.
No, it's actually, they've come down a little bit. They were just a little bit more. Mm-hmm. So that's $36. The chain's going to vary, not Barb's chain, because she's already said that's a gold chain. We have a number of chains. Oh yeah. They're going to vary and determined by the weight of the chain. They're going to be by the strength of the chain and the length of the chain. So they start at about $12. They go up to about $40. There again, some of them are very fancy.
But you may have a chain at home too, if you want to get your hands on this locket.
Yes.
Because I just wear this. I don't shower in it, although I did forget, and I have this on and nothing happened to it. You know what's really nice about this? I don't want to, on camera, loosen this, but it screws on. The original one that I had was hinged with a magnetic piece inside that kept it closed. To me, I think this is really beautifully secure, but I want you to take a look at those sparkles. Those are all Swarovski crystals. You don't get any better than Swarovski. And what I love about it is the scintillation and the beauty of every single one of those stones that are hand set. When they're hand set, you know that they're not going to get lost. And I know you're going to love it. Now, this is another one. Let's talk about this one, because this is our
beautiful. So this has some of our new spring pieces in it. So you'll see the one on the top top part is Still I Rise. So it comes in 3 pieces that go on any chain that you might have. You can actually separate them. I have it on. And so with the Still I Rise is the phoenix. And, you know, we all know women, particularly, and young women as well as older women, who have, in their own way, been beaten down in life.
Oh, boy, isn't that the truth?
And whatever reason that is, whether it's financial, physical, illness, they've been beaten down. And they need to know that they can rise again, right?
You know,
so this would be a wonderful gift for someone who is in that situation. And the fact that they're small, and to just give you an idea, there's small. Like I said, there's 3 of them come together. You can separate them, and the idea of it is to either wear it yourself and know that you have risen, or that you're going to be rising, and then the hope is too that once you rise, you help other people rise. Is that not true?
Yes,
I mean,
absolutely. That's what we're doing.
Coaching, that's exactly what we're about, right?
That's what this show is all about. Primetime is all about that, is helping other people rise. From when the shows that my husband and I do, we do those on the first and second Monday, and we share so much with you on personal growth and development, because guess what? Everyone has a little bit of brokenness. I don't care who you are. You know what? Recently, yesterday, what happened to Tiger Woods? Of all the
he came back, had
all the stuff. I mean, the stuff. We don't need to go into all that. But you know what? He's a human being, and he rose above all that, or he could not have ever accomplished what he did yesterday. I think it's amazing. And the reason why I personally can relate to that, I'm not even a golfer, neither is my husband. But he rose above a whole lot of stuff in the martial arts world. So I can relate to that whole story and that whole picture, but there's so many people out there that, they give up on themselves. And they just have that champion inside of them, and if they would just realize how to tap into it. And it's all about them sharing their story with people that care, that will give them the time to listen. That's why we love to do the jewelry shows. Of course, that's what we do best, is shop and talk and share and all that kind of good stuff. So you can get this locket for under $40. And
the charms and the lockets are all about $6 a piece.
Yeah, that's not hardly anything.
So you can pick out a locket that size, holds about 7 charms. I mean, she's got other things in there, but that's what a lot. Normally, we suggest about 7 charms in a locket. You don't want it, if they're too cluttered in there, they lay on top of one another. Yeah, you can't really tell what your story is.
I have lockets from both my Shishi and my Gigi's hair, both of my Yorkies. I can't tell you what this means to me. It just, and fortunately, I thought that I had lost some of the stones, and I didn't, but the hair, it just means so much. And I just want you to know that this is a very special locket, and it can be for you too, because it tells the story. And I love talking about it. And if you have affirmations that you would like to wear all the time, even for a business, because there's nothing like subliminally promoting something that you do. Maybe you're a speaker, maybe you're a life coach, maybe you rock babies like Tinkerbella here, right?
I certainly have made lockets that show everything's about the babies. And instead about they're about my babies. Not really, they're not my babies, but I call them my babies. I always say, this is about my babies. And so I'll have, we have different ones that are on the catalog, and charms come and go all the time, but maybe on one of them I know I had like little tiny baby feet and heart. Of course, we're always going to have a heart when we're talking about children. We both have grandchildren, and they are our heart.
Absolutely,
absolutely. And so it's really a fabulous thing to buy for yourself. But it's also a fabulous thing to give because of the fact that when you give a locket that tells their story, or maybe it's the story of the two of you, maybe it's a friend type story, then that person is going to treasure it for a very long time. So we all have people that we gift to. Sometimes we have no idea what to get them. It's like difficult.
Exactly. And if you're looking for something personalized, it really doesn't get any better than this, because you know enough about your friend or a relative that is all about something. Maybe they're into music. Maybe they're into flowers. Maybe they're into whatever it is. You can personalize.
I just had a woman that bought one the other day. She bought everything about travel.
Oh,
so
nice.
she had the Eiffel Tower in hers, and she had the little airplane in hers, and she wanted to. We have little accessory pieces that go in it. So on one of those on there, we have a little triangle, and she got the little circle ones, and the little circles that was in that picture that you saw a few minutes ago. They're like little circles, and they come in a set of 3, and they're either white or black. She got the black one, and inside of that, she put her house. So she had a house charm, because it's always good to come home. And then the other things were about travel on the outside of the circle.
Oh, I love that.
So we put that together for her, and I thought it turned out very nice.
Oh my goodness! See how you can really customize. You were my mind's going. House, being a licensed real estate professional, I could see. And
I made them for we had a for sale sign.
Yes.
A sold sign.
Yes.
We have the little money.
Yes.
And so I've certainly done a lot of them for real estate people. So yeah, it's a great gift, especially I've had realtors that have bought them for when a single woman is buying a house. It's not as appropriate to give it to the husband, obviously. But when it's a single woman, that's a nice gift. And you can put a little key in it. And so that's, all about the experience. The realtor and I may be saying that wrong, realtor and the customer, that's a relationship that probably is not ongoing, but it will be a special time that the customer remembers.
Yes. You gave me a really great idea. And also when you were, if we back up to the travel, we have a dear friend, Cher Kistler. Cher Bear, if you're out there, we're going to talk about you right now. I can see putting together something she just got back from Egypt not too long
I made one for them.
Did you do it?
I made one for them. And it just so happened that we got a camel charm. Right before they left.
Love it.
And we have little triangle set. I told you a while ago we had a little circle set that you can put inside the lockets.
Yeah.
Well, we had the little triangle sets, which remind me of the pyramid. So I put the camel inside of the pyramid and put it in a round locket, and then I put palm tree or something on the outside of it. I don't really remember. It wasn't so when they were leaving, I actually posted online and said, I made this locket with the idea that you guys are going to Egypt.
I love it. I love that. Now I remember you did.
Yeah.
I think that's so fabulous.
I mean, who would have thought that I would have needed that I personally would have used a camel charm.
I know.
It's not like really in my...
I didn't know that Cher was into Egypt, but I mean, she really, really was and still is, so I think it's fabulous. Let's go back to these necklaces here. I just want to mention this one here. If you are into essential oils, which a lot of people are today, I want you to take this is my diffuser, and I love this. Now, they may be discontinuing. You'll have to go to, let's give your website real quick.
It's Tinkerbella.
Okay.
.origamial.com.
Okay, perfect. And if this is still available,
it's not available in our catalogs, and so it may also be available online. And this is one of our favorite pieces, right? Because we're both into wearing essential oils. Neither one of us wear cologne.
No.
So we wear essential oils.
I have my own. There's my own signature called Je t'aime, BMK, which is my initials, and I love you in French. And you're going to be hearing more about this. It will be on my website, hopefully soon, which is BarbaraMarville.com, along with a few other little things that I'm going to be bringing. And we're going to continue doing shopping with Barbara, because that's one of the things that I love to do and do very, very well. How can I ever get away with that, right?
You won't.
I just can't. I don't think I ever can. But when I could bring something to you that I've never brought to the airways in electronic retailing before, it really does my heart good. Now, you're wearing an absolutely beautiful, well, not only the bracelet, and I'm going to let you talk about that, but also the necklace that you're wearing.
So the necklace that I'm wearing is actually a locket. And I don't know if John can get a shot of this. So it is a locket. I don't have anything in it at the time.
Okay.
So for the person who wants a little bit less of the look that you have, but a little bit more, this is on our current catalog.
A little more subtle.
A little more subtle. You can open it up. And the other nice thing is, we have people who want to have a locket that everybody else can't see. Like, you might want to tell your story. I might want to. There are people who don't want to have their story out there for everyone. So we have women who want to have a baby, and it's been very hard for them to conceive. So they'll put a little baby charm inside of this.
Cute.
So it's close to their heart.
Cute.
It's close to their heart, but it's not they don't have to explain to everyone why they don't have a baby. You know that would be difficult.
Right.
The same thing if you've lost someone. You are comfortable talking about losing your dogs and your mom, but there are people who are not.
Right.
So they might just want to have it here so it's close to their heart. And isn't that gorgeous?
Oh,
I don't know. John's got a shot of it. I also have the earrings on that match.
I love the fact that you have the earrings that aren't totally
John can't get it, he's saying.
I love that. It's not totally matchy-matchy, but I'm going to tell you that looks like such a very high-end, elegant piece.
Doesn't it?
That we sold for hundreds and hundreds of dollars. But that is amazing. There's so, you know, I love to be creative, and if you want jewelry that is so totally affordable, but it gives you a really wonderful high-end look with the quality that goes along with it. What's the guarantee on the jewelry these days?
90 days.
90 days.
And usually if I rarely have anything returned to me, but if it's going to be returned, it's going to be right out of the box problem.
Okay, perfect.
And so we take care of that for you. This locket is $48.
Okay.
So
really?
$48 for this beautiful piece of jewelry. I think it's one of our most gorgeous pieces.
What are the stones in there?
I don't know. I'm sorry.
It looks like there's blue, and then almost like not quite a jade green or aquamarine.
They're actually calling it some type of gray, but I think it's got more than it. Then obviously it's Swarovski crystal, so I don't know the exact. You know what? On our website, it would give you more detail.
Okay, good.
But this only comes in gold, and they call it the gold Moroccan living locket. And the chain, the short chain, so I have it on a different chain. This was not made for it, but I wanted to layer it. Now, if you guys know, right now layering is very in, and so I wanted to show you some layering today. So what I have been wearing is I've been putting this on, you could put it on a plain gold chain. I put it on this because I've kind of got a little bit of pink over here. And another option is to wear it on this short pearl chain. It's a pearl look, the little short one there.
Yes.
And it fits on that one as well. And the idea is you could wear it short or you can wear it long.
I love that.
And I've been wearing that chain by itself without anything on it. And then I wear this here, and so it pulls it all together.
Yeah.
So I've got that look all the way up.
Yes. And I love the fact that these are light stones, and they are faceted, so they'll catch the light for you. And what's beautiful about that is having light around the face. It helps to frame the face and brighten you. So you're going to find all kinds of reasons to order your origami owl. So I hope that you will certainly take heed. I'm also wearing a great watch, and I love these bracelets. What are we calling these bracelets, Tink?
There are Swarovski wraps.
Swarovski wraps.
They have over 2,000 crystals in each bracelet.
Get out!
2,000 crystals in each bracelet. They're all, that particular bracelet is mine. I've had that, believe it or not, for about 2 years. And as you can see, it looks brand new.
Yeah, it does.
And I can't see any degradation to that bracelet at all. And you put that on, and what did we say earlier? You put that on. Obviously, Barb's very dressed up tonight and looks very nice with her outfit, but she can put that on with jeans, and it just dresses her up to go out the door. So I put 2 or 3 of those on, walk out the door. I feel like I'm all about that in a bag of chips, is Barb's favorite thing.
And it's nice and comfortable too.
Yes, and it's got 3 different places where you can, so it's adjustable. So you can.
So even for the young ladies too.
Yes. Yes. So you can make it much tighter if you want. There are people who actually put that around their neck and wear it as a choker.
Oh, it's a choker. Great.
I would not be that person, but you know, there again, that's what I love about our pieces is we have a lot of diversity in our pieces. That's why I mentioned that I wanted to bring that one chain and show that you could wear this on a long chain. You can wear a gold chain. You can actually wear it on the little pearl chain. And most of our pieces are like that. We don't want to say you're going to wear it this way, Barb.
Right,
no, Barb wouldn't like that. She wouldn't like that at all because that's not who Barb is. And so she's going to take it home and put it on exactly the way you want it to be.
Well, one thing I also wanted to mention, if you're looking for comfort in jewelry, if you're dancers like we are, and believe me, we will cut up a rug for you and get out there. And so we want to wear jewelry that's comfortable so it isn't going to be getting caught on your partner's sleeve, his sweater, or anything like that. This is smooth as butter. absolutely smooth as butter. You know, I don't know if I ever told you this, maybe I have, but I have such a passion for Swarovski crystals. I had 3,000 Swarovski crystals glued, hand glued to my wedding gown. Did you know that?
I knew that. Yeah, I mean, you told me that, yes. I've not seen it, but yes.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, and they were I still have my wedding gown, but there's something about these crystals where they really do deliver that light, the sparkle, and because you're going to see so much faceting, it grabs even more light. And you don't have to be in the sunshine or bright lights shining on. I mean,
but if she's moving her hand, you can see how see how beautifully that is. And we have those in more than one color.
Yeah, tell us what colors.
So we do right now. The color I have on is the royal blue.
That's
our newest color.
It matches your car.
This is, it actually does. I have the royal blue on. I'm actually taking off the wrong one. So I have the royal blue. It matches our new royal blue ring. I don't know if you can actually see these at all. Let me show them to you, John.
Nice. So look.
And so this ring, both rings are our newest rings.
Ooh,
I brought them just for you today.
Oh, thank you.
They're both little lockets, so you can put charms in them. And this one I actually have a little Swarovski Easter egg because Easter has not come yet.
Hold still, love. Hold still. There you go. Nice. Those are, you know, the color of that blue looks just like a really good sapphire.
Yes.
It really does.
And you can see how it matches my bracelet, which I love these. The other reason I like these is I can just slide them on and off, so it's real quick out the door.
Yeah, easy on, easy off.
And I love can do that. And this also has, it's a little locket. There's a hinge on the side. It does have a charm in it because it is so dark you can't really see that. But there again, you'll know it's there and it'll be something. I have a little rose in there. It reminds me of my mother, and so I have that in there. Even though you can't see it, I know it's there.
I love this jewelry. May I see that lighter this ring here? You may not get it back. I'm just saying. I didn't look at. Oh,
while she's looking at that, can I just say that we have several colors that this comes in. We're showing a lot of gold today. Rose gold is the hottest thing right now. Rose gold is really our Mother's Day line, and our catalog has a lot of different colors, but rose gold has become very popular, especially with the younger people. But I think that is a gorgeous piece, that ring.
Look at this.
Look at this on Barb's finger.
I need to have this. Look at that. But you know what? One thing that I don't think you're seeing is that this is raised up. There's faceting. The table of the stone is just like what you would see at a very expensive gemstone or diamond. And then from the side all the way around, no matter where you're situating, if you're holding a cup of coffee, a glass of wine, or whatever, this is going to show off. I mean, check that out. I love this. And then it's surrounded and picture framed with all these Swarovski crystals. And because it does have a little hinge, yeah, this can be another conversation piece. Come on, you know how we love conversation pieces. You purposely get something that has a really good look to it, and you can show it off. The jewelry that I have is ridiculous. But again, nothing can compare to what we're offering here to you today. So I hope you take a look and go to the link and see what's there, shop. What are all the different sizes? And we're showing you this really bigger than God watch here that I love too.
Well, that really is great for Mother's Day because it has Mama in it and all the roses, which Mama is all about the perfume. So this particular one has all the little perfume bottles. Did you remember that when my mom used to have perfume bottles on her dresser?
Yeah, with the sweet
little, yes, and that's what those are. That's part of our, we do collections, and so we've done these are throughout the years, we've done little perfume bottles. And my mom would keep those perfume bottles even when they were empty just because they look so pretty.
I still do.
They're still pretty on her thing. And so that really, and I called my mom Mama, so this is very special to me, and she was really into roses, and so that also is special to me.
That is really, really nice.
And that happens to be a gold watch. Our newest watch is a rose gold watch as well.
Nice.
So we have the watches in, and that twist off, just like Barb was talking about a while ago, that top twist off, and you can put the charms in there. And all those little extra crystals around there you can buy separately. So we call those stardust.
Very pretty.
And so they, I'm a sucker for stardust. I have stardust in everything, of course.
Of course.
Of course I do.
Of course. Absolutely. Well,
so we have, I just wanted to say we have silver, gold, rose gold, black, are the colors that we have. And then every once in a while we'll throw in, like we have right now, we're doing for the spring. We're doing some turquoise. We have a turquoise face.
Oh,
and
perfect for summer too.
And we have a white face. So for those people who like white jewelry for this winter, for the summertime, it's already summertime here in Florida.
I know.
So we're into our summertime jewelry.
Yeah, we are. Although today was pretty nice and cool.
It was very nice today.
It'll be back up in the 80s and probably the 90s before you know it. Do you believe that we only have about maybe 20 minutes or so thereabouts left of the show? And when we started out, we wanted to talk to you about a special surprise that we're going to be bringing out here in just a matter of moments. But honestly, if you really are looking for some grand jewelry that is a gift that keeps on giving, this is the way to do it. And then you can start a trend with family members, with graduation. I mean, there's just so much. There is a plethora of ideas that will open up to you with Origami Owl, and just check it out. And again, 15% of the profits will be going to Johns Hopkins All Children's Hospital, which yay for that. I love that. So we're going to go ahead and let you check that out. I also wanted to mention that I want you to go to barbaramarville.com, not today, but in a little bit, because I'm updating my website. I will be bringing more product to you. I will be bringing more product here on this show, Shopping with Barbara, because that's what I do best, is shop, 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 and especially when I can bring you some great
showing
things.
This ends today. We have 15% off of anything in the catalog today.
That's awesome.
So 15% off and free shipping, and they actually took it through today as tax day.
Oh,
so
that's
to celebrate tax day, they've got this special that goes through midnight tonight, and I think it's Central Time. So don't wait till the last minute here, people in the East, in the East Coast.
Yes,
so,
yes. Thanks, John, for showing that.
Thanks, John.
Or Robin, who's
keeping us on our toes here.
I love it. I love it. And you know what? You never know. I mean, especially if you put together a nice order, Christmas will be here before you know it. But
and there's so many occasions that are coming up that you can use these for all the time. I mean, graduation and for younger people, teachers' gifts. A lot of people give teachers' gifts, and some of these Mother's Day charms would be applicable to that. That I don't know if John showed it. We have this cute little mama duck and baby ducks, so that would be applicable for a young teacher as well.
Oh, that would be so cute. And it goes back to your story when you were talking about the parents and the little kids. And the baby. Here, he just showed it.
He did.
It's hard for us to see there and there at the same time.
Right.
But you know what? We were also talking again. We do a show, and Helena is one of our Women Unscripted. It's always the last Monday of every month. Sharon Kistler, Moore Sweeney, and we've now grandfathered in as a true member is Chrysula Gauze. And what's great about that show is it is truly unscripted. We have kind of a general theme, but nobody knows what anybody's going to say. But it's all positive. It's fun. It's frolic. It's laughter. We've cried on the show. Tears for joy, tears for other, because just there's so much going on in the world, and we really do connect as really dear friends. Talking about some things that are unscripted today, when I was talking to Helena earlier, she was telling me that she came across something that could be really great if you are a business owner, if you do any type of multi-level marketing, and you need
side hustle,
and you need another hustle. I don't even call them a side hustle, because you know darn well it's not a part-time. It's 24/7, but we just pace ourselves. That's how much time we put into it. But honestly, I wanted to come up with something very similar to this many years ago, many years ago. And when she told me about this, I go, well, do you have a sample? Do you have a sample that we can show everyone? Well, no, not yet. I go, then we can't talk about it yet. So we were planning on doing this maybe in a few weeks from now or whatever. So she's texting me and calling me, and I'm texting other people, and my phone was just being blown up today. Well, guess what? It was waiting for her at her doorstep. And so this is a very unscripted moment that we're going to do just for you right here on Primetime. So,
unrehearsed,
but let's go ahead and bring out what you carry. Remember when I said that Helena kind of schleps all over the place when it comes to taking her jewelry?
These are a few of the things I schlep. This is my... These are a few of the things I do right now.
This is only a very small portion. Now, what's in here? Jewelry?
No. What's in here right now is Color Street nail strips.
Okay. Oh,
Color Street nail strips.
Right.
Because that's one of my new things that I do, because there again, I can't wear nails anymore because I rock the baby. So I had to find an alternative. We can't wear polish. So I found this, and of course I'm going to sell it, right? You know,
of course.
So they're sweet little strips that you just put on your
are.
finger, you put them on, and that's what I have on mine today. But they can't sit in the heat. So this is actually a lunch bag, an insulated lunch bag.
Okay.
So if I have to, for some reason, I don't want to schlep everything in all the time, everywhere I go, I can put a little ice in there and they'll be okay.
So you have them safe in there.
So I have them safe in there. So I have a bag of
her nails with her.
Nail strips. What color would you like?
Of course.
That's one of the things I carry in my bag, right?
Okay.
Also in this bag, I'm on a pretty strict food elimination plan, which I have to have food, specifically special things, like I can't have table salt, for example. So I carry my own table salt. And I thought, well, I might as well carry the pepper too, right? So I can not eat regular, on sweet potatoes, I can have cinnamon, but I can't have the butter or the brown sugar. So I carry my own cinnamon. I sell origami owls, we've just discussed, so I have a couple of catalogs in there.
Perfect.
I also have my supplements, my enzymes, and some nuts in case I die of hunger on the way home.
So clearly you carry a lot with you.
Yes,
and
that's
all of
just
that.
in one bag.
Yes, that's
because
just
that's more the insulated bag. And then over here, I have additional catalogs for both Color Street and for our origami owl. I have what I call my money bag. So this has my square in it, some change in case somebody wants to buy one of these strips right now. They can do that.
See, talk about being like a Boy Scout. You're totally prepared.
More catalogs, more nails, and then I have samples of the nails. So there again, I have to carry them because if someone says, "Oh, I like your nails," I say, "Oh, look, you can have a sample." And then when they're ready to buy, they can buy on my website.
You know, this is a lifesaver for you, because I know you would not have let your nails grow out and be done with nothing on them. And they're okay with this.
Yes, yes.
See, that's so great. I love that idea.
Barb can pick out a sample, but it's gotten a little unwieldy. On top of this, I have a purse.
Exactly.
And then I have various name tags and different things for different not-for-profits that I'm part of.
So let's we need a drum roll. Tell us about this.
So we have,
and we're going to open this up for you.
We got this today, and you get to open it with us. Isn't that exciting? So Piper Noble is a bag company, and they carry what they call presentation bags. And you'll find out in a minute why they call them presentation bags. This is the bag that we're going to open. I don't know if you can see it, but you're going to see it live right here. What they did is they just went to a direct sales force last Thursday. I was one of the first people to sign up. Of course I am, because what would be one more thing, right? Because I found that this would be something that would be very applicable for me. And I have a whole lot of friends that are selling things.
You've already talked to some.
You know what? Not everybody that uses this bag is going to want to sell things, right? They want to show pictures of their puppies. You just heard someone who's really into her puppies, right? So there's little side pockets that are that you can, on the side of it. Let's open it up, Barb. There are little side pockets that you can.
Okay.
So this is.
All right. No, this is the unveiling.
Yes.
This is the unveiling, and we're going to do this right now, right before your eyes, on camera. We're going to keep it in one spot here and not move it around, just kind of take that little bag off of it.
Yes.
Boy, that comes really very nicely presented. Let me just go ahead and cut.
These are vegan bags.
Okay.
And they have.
Ooh. That is nice. We're both seeing this for the first time,
these
guys.
Vinyl pockets that you can I can put my nail samples in.
See that?
I can put in cards that talk about what I do. I can put jewelry in here. I can put the Young Living oils in there.
Absolutely.
I can put pictures of my grandchildren in there. Tell me what else that we can put in there, Barb. Your Miss Creativity.
This is, hey, let me tell you something. If you're an artist, as I like to think I am, you know, you can put your wares in here. Oh, my favorite color.
It opens at the top, and then it also opens on the side. So you see it's black and white on the side. This is our Kate bag. So the Kate bag
Look at that. That is smart
Has a lot of room to carry things.
Yeah.
So I'm going to show you how we can put these in there.
Oh, boy.
If you want to show the bag a little bit more before I fill it up.
Yeah, I want to go in here and show you. Whoops. Live TV, it's okay. I want to show you something else, okay? It does have a strap so that you can sling it over your shoulder. But also, I want you to take a look at the nice deep pocket, right? Oh, and it goes all the way down to the bottom. Then if I flip this over to the other side, you're going to see that it also has some deep pockets for other business cards or maybe a bottle of water.
It actually has room for a bottle of water in there.
Yeah, I mean, that's good because we really have to stay hydrated. But let's turn this around so that you can see on the front. You talk about the perfect advertising. Look at this. And, you know, I'm testing this for the first time. You're seeing this for the first time here with us. And the quality, take a look at. I'm doing this very first time. I have not had a chance to demo this, and nice and smooth as butter. So these you can leave in there or take out, but I tell you, if you are one that would like to promote something that you're doing, why don't you hand me one of your samples? And let me just show you, okay? Can you imagine just going to a networking meeting, right? Go to a networking meeting, and you have these in there, and you just very nonchalantly have this over your shoulder, and then you might have, let's see, let me see this. What if you had this down here, which is promoting the bag as well? Then you have a business card over here, or maybe another side hustle that you're doing, which so many people are doing. It's about multiple streams of income, but honestly, don't do something that you're not passionate about, of course. I will say to you what I've always said on my home shopping shows. If you think you love it and you say you don't need it, guess what? If you love it, you need it, I promise you, and you can have as many handbags, tote bags as you like. But the size on this, let's give them the dimensions. Do you have that handy, honey? Now, on the other side, let me flip this around here.
Let me see if it's on one of these cards.
Take a look right here. You've also got a side pocket, which is also nice. You can see my hands going all the way down to the very bottom. Now, something else is really great about this is if you take a look, it's got 4 feet on the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, all in like a gold tone. And if you set it, once you get this filled up, there's nothing worse than having something that falls over. And you know what I'm talking about that. When you fill this up, and what I also love about it, it's light and bright in my favorite pink color. This is the only color pink I love. What this does is it lights it up. It's almost like having a light on, a spotlight on all your wares in here. And if you take a look at the side, maybe you might want to use this as sort of a scrapbooking. If you're a scrapbooker, you can put things out here to show what you do, and then maybe even an album on the inside.
Oh, I have the...
Go ahead.
So it's 22 inches long with the sides extended.
Nice.
So they're saying long, which I think is length. So it's across this way with the sides extended.
Yes.
And its height is 13 inches, and width is 4.5 inches. Now, we have this in 2 kinds. This is the Kate. I like it because I like to wear a lot of black and white, so I picked that one. They have one that's just like this, but it has leopard on it, and it's called the Pippa. And so they're basically both the same. Then we have a smaller one called the Megan, and that's what we have right now. It's a brand new company that's just gone into direct sales. They have already bags in the works. This is $74.
Okay.
And you can actually join to sell these if you feel like you have a market that you could sell these for $99 from now until April 5th. Into the month of April for $99, and you get a bag.
Yeah, I was just going to say, you get a bag. You know, that's not bad. When you stop to think about it, think about what you spend on marketing. Just marketing alone, and all your postings on social media. If you are like we are, especially Tink, she is everywhere in the neighborhood. She carries this with her. She has all her side hustles in here. And what I also love about this, notice that the straps are large enough and wide enough so that if you're like me, I have a purpose for, if I'm carrying a whole lot of things, then I'll use the long strap. But normally, I will buy a bag that has the straps like this because this
go over your shoulder.
This will go over the shoulder. Absolutely, and you still have plenty of room. But they've really done a nice job on this. They
I think they've done a really nice job.
Yeah.
This is my first time to see it. It's in person. I've seen pictures of it. There again, I bought it on the idea that this is something that I need. So if I need it,
this too.
if I need it, other people, other women I know that are in business are going to need it.
Yeah.
And when I go to the grocery store, I'm selling my business because I leave this where people can see it in my cart, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
When I go to get my hair done, you can see that. So it holds a lot. I actually went on YouTube and I saw people loading it up. I wanted to load it up today for you.
We'll do this next month.
Everything that I have here will fit in there and more. I will tell you that because of the fact that. And we didn't really mention there is a pocket on the back.
Yes, I did.
I will not buy a bag.
And it goes all the way down to the bottom.
I will not buy a bag that doesn't have a pocket here because this is where my cell phone goes.
Exactly.
I don't want to dig in my purse. I don't want to dig in my purse to find my cell phone.
No,
so if it doesn't have an outside pocket. You don't even need a handbag
with this.
Right.
You don't need one.
I would not be picking a handbag. There are people who use it and they put a small handbag inside of it.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
And so they carry that. And then when you go into wherever, you can take that handbag out.
We got to go.
Alrighty.
We got to say our goodbyes here. We only have just about a minute remaining, so we're going to go ahead and close out the show, but hopefully you've enjoyed shopping with Barbara and Tinkerbella, also known as Helena. And I think you're going to have a lot of fun with what you purchased today, and if you want to get a hold of either one of us, please feel free to do so. Next week is our Women Unscripted show. We may just have to bring this back next week and wear our lockets as well, but I want to thank you so much, and I hope you've had fun.
Thank you and John for having me here today.
Yeah.
And, thank you because, it's so important to help people tell their story, whether it's in book or in jewelry, in whatever mode you want, and to listen to their story.
I know, and really grab that with your own heart.
Yeah.
It's good. It's all good. So there you have it, prime time, another successful show with some great products. And tell your friends. You can check us out on Facebook. And one last time, we're going to close the show out. We're running out. We'd be here all day if we could. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you.
We'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.